What's up, Bull Sharks? Welcome back to our third rendition of the Top Sports Podcast in the 239. Call in the subs. That's the name. My name is Nicholson, alongside my consigliere, my best friend, AJ Leuzzi. AJ, let's jump straight into some local and regional sports action. To start us off, the spring football game, the preview, the pregame, the look at the upcoming season, whatever it is that you want to call it. And we have a fresh new look. Let's start with the coaching staff. The longtime head coach Rich Dombrowski takes the cold, hard signature to the resignation letter, and the longtime assistant Kyle Schaefer looks to take the reins and right the ship as he tries to rejuvenate this young program. Now, we may have quite a few seniors for next year, but it is a young team overall and a team willing to learn.
Yeah, no, we have 20 seniors in this upcoming year. We also have a lot of seniors that we're losing this year. Guys like Riley Dreamer, Taj Manhoose, Jack Patrica, Anthony Larkin, and Lee Thorpe, who actually just signed D2 to Concordia University up there in Minnesota. But we got some young guys that have some big shoes to fill. Daniel Haith, Keegan O'Connell, Caden Tigwell, guys like that. We also have some upcoming seniors that got a lot of big shoes. Chase Garcia, Freddie Chavez Gonzalez, Roman Gilberti, guys like that.
Now, I do want to turn to someone that you mentioned, Daniel Haith. He's a guy that had some varsity time last season between JV and varsity. How does having that experience and bringing it to the table of this young team kind of help and boost momentum not only in the locker room but on the field?
Yeah, no, as a sophomore, being able to play JV and varsity both, getting that varsity experience early on in your high school football career, that means a lot. It can carry over a lot of motivation. It can carry over a lot of experience into your junior, senior year when you start to get noticed by colleges. We also have a few other guys that have done that. Keegan O'Connell, he played some JV time last year. He also got some varsity time. It carry overs it a lot.
Yeah, and we kind of have that talent. We may have had a rough couple years, but this year, a pretty simple schedule for the Bull Sharks, and that will hopefully help them, give them the confidence they need. But staying on the leather, the ball, the field, the first ever varsity sport for flag football. The girls' flag football team, number one in the Class 1A District 20 Conference. And AJ, we recently took a big victory to start off our postseason play.
Yeah, no, last night we took on Cypress Lake at the Tank. We won 46-6 in a big blowout win. We do face Estero, however, tomorrow, one of our biggest rivals in school history. We play them for the Class 1A District 20 Championship.
Now, AJ, of course, Estero High School is a name that kind of floats around our school just 6.5 miles up the road. A lot of friends between both schools. But head coach Thomas McGuire has to stress to the girls, you may be playing your friends, but at the end of the day, you're playing Estero High School, and this is for the district trophy.
Yeah, as the wise words of Rich Dombrowski, former Bull Sharks head coach, you got to lock your jaw, you got to sell your soul, you got to put it all on the line. And when you're playing a team like Estero, one of the biggest rivalries in the 239, it means a lot, and the girls really got to tone in and focus up.
So, of course, the girls, 6-2 record to start off the first season for flag football. And the Bull Sharks looking to make Bonita Springs High School known for its flag football. Some may chuckle, but this team is legit, and they are coming to play. Of course, if they win districts, which they are in favor to, that's the spread of the game. They will have teams like Ida Baker, Riverdale, and Fort Myers. Now, does playing Fort Myers already before the season, while they may lose to them, be better for the Bull Sharks since they kind of already have a look at the team?
Yeah, no, it gives them a lot of experience. It gives them a lot of that. The first time was very rocky, 33-0. But, the last time they came out, they went to Fort Myers, and they only lost by 6. That could help a lot build the momentum for this game. And if we have to play a team like Fort Myers in the playoffs, the girls are going to be fired up, and they're going to want to win, and they're going to want to advance.
So we'll see how they do throughout postseason play. Speaking of postseason, take it to a Southwest Florida level. The Florida Everblades, the back-to-back Kelly Cup champions, are looking to go for the 3-peat right here in Estero, Florida at Hertz Arena. It was a rocky start to the season, but they've gotten over 10 new guys on the trade deadline within the past couple weeks, and that really is starting to set the tone for the Everblades.
Yeah, one guy that really stands out among the most, Josh Ho-Sang, former NHL player, and had a really bad injury, really bad, almost ruined his career, and he turned to rapping, and he's honestly very good at it.
Yeah, started spitting the bars since he couldn't be rocking on the ice. A hand injury was what that was, and he's battled a lot of mental health. This is one of these guys that is an all-around great dude. Got the chance to play in the NHL because of his talents, had the hand injury, and he really thought that he would never see the ice again. The Florida Everblades gave him a call, and he took the opportunity, and that has set the tone for the boys, not only in the locker room with the experience, but also out on the ice. Only 3 games left of regular season play, and then we go to the Kelly Cup Finals.
Yeah, no, the Blades came out earlier in the season. They had some championship fever, coming off of 2. They really struggled, but they've been really picking it back up. And heading into the playoffs, I think there is a strong possibility for a three-peat.
I think the best team in the league is from the South Division, and it could be the Florida Everblades. Coming off back-to-back Kelly Cups in early season play. Of course, as he said, the Blades started off rocky, but starting to gel, starting to coat the ice and get the puck in their favor. Now let's jump over to the national level, see what's going on in the pros. Of course, everyone wants to be them, whether you're a basketball fan in the NBA or an NHL All-Star, that is where you want to be. And playoffs just around the corner. Yes, I'm talking about playoffs. Who are your favorites to compete for titles, and who is your one dark horse on the court?
Well, in the NBA, we got the play-in starting soon. Teams like the Heat, the Sixers. The Sixers actually are my dark horse. They struggled all season with injury to Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. They were on a little bit of a downfall for a little bit, but they're starting to come back on the rise. Embiid's back, Maxey's back. They're on 6 straight wins, 2 games left in the season, and I really think that they could make a push and get to the finals. They've struggled in the past, getting over the second-round hump, but this could be the year that they finally take it home.
And for me, for the NHL, of course, the Boston Bruins set the record books in the NHL last season, but standing in their way was the Florida Panthers. A lot of them called it luck. That's my dark horse team. They struggled in the beginning, just as did their ECHL affiliate, the Florida Everblades, but they are starting to come alive, and I think they see another championship series here just around the corner.
Obviously, as you just said, the Panthers, they were in the championship game last year. They played the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and it was a very tough series to start out, but it slipped away, and Vegas got the win. But I think this year the Panthers could be back, and they could really make a push to win the title.
Now, if we bring it back to the field, kind of circle back around to the leather, the NFL draft. Your key prospects here.
Key prospects, obviously on everyone's board. There's Caleb Williams, there's Drake May. I'm not a big fan of those guys, honestly. I'm more of a Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy kind of guy. I think that those are the 2 of the best quarterbacks in the draft.
As a Buckeye fan, I can't stand to hear J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, as an Alabama fan, it hurts too.
Missing a coach over there?
Well, yeah, we are. But receiving-wise, Marvin Harrison, very good receiver. Malik Neighbors, a very good receiver. This draft is loaded with talent, and I think it could turn out to be one of the best draft classes we've ever seen.
We have a lot of excitement coming within the next couple weeks between the Florida Everblades of the ECHL, Bonita Springs High School, looking to set the history books for flag football. And then, of course, every one of everyone's favorite teams are going to be battling it out here very soon. AJ, that'll do it. Our 3rd rendition of the Top Sports Podcast, Call in the Subs. For now, that's AJ Leuzzi. I'm Lucas Nicholson saying so long from inside Bonita Springs High School for your 3rd episode of Call in the Subs.